Between December 25th and March 21st, the sunlight is increasing, yet there are still more hours of darkness than there are hours of light. Darkness, or Set, rules the world as king. When the daylight increases to the point of equality with darkness on or near March 21st, the powers of light and darkness are equal at 12 hours each. At this time on Earth, the sun can be seen positioned on the intersection of the Earth's celestial equator and the Earth's ecliptic, which is Earth's pathway around the sun. When the sun is seen to be positioned on the intersection of the equator and the ecliptic, the sun is said to be positioned on a cross. After March 21st, the sunlight increases while darkness begins to decrease. The position of the sun is no longer on the intersection of the equator and the ecliptic. The sun is then said to have overcome its hanging or death on the cross. By June 21st, the beginning of summer, the sun rises at its highest point in the sky. It is said that the sun has ascended into heaven to be with the Father. This cycle of the sun, Heru's cycle in nature, was corrupted by the whites into a story of a fictional white male who was born on December 25th, struggled with the devil, the prince of darkness and evil king of the world, was hung on a cross, overcame death, and ascended into the sky or heaven to sit on the right hand of his Father. The goddess Aset operates through the star Sapatit, called Sirius, which is the brightest star in the sky. As Aset Sapatit, she is called the Great Provider because of the energy she transmits to the sun and earth. The god Asar operates through the star system of Sa, called Orion, and can be found together with the star Sapatit. As Asar Sa, he is said to make heaven and earth fruitful. Together, Asar, operating through the star system Sa, and Aset, operating through the star system Sapatit, are husband and wife, transmitting their energy to our solar system, which develops the energy of Heru, the core of sun and earth. As the goddess Aset operates through the star system Sapatit, she is called the Queen of Sapatit. In the language of Kemet, Sapat means to provide, provider. This title was corrupted by the whites from the Queen of Sapatit into the Queen of Sapa, Shaba, or Sheba. As the god Asar operates through the star system Sa, he is called Heri Met. In the language of Kemet, Heri means king, chief, or leader, and Met means north, or northern territory. Heri Met thus means king of the northern territory. North Kemet was sacred to Asar as the region where he made his transition to the Sekhet Hetep to rule as king, and also where he was resurrected. The title Heri was corrupted by the whites into Hori, Shori, Sholi, Soli, and Sol. Met was corrupted into man. This title, Heri Met, was thus corrupted into Hori Me, Sholi Me, Soli Men, and Solomon. The two star systems, Sapatit and Sa, change positions in the sky and ultimately unite with one another. This union of Sapatit and Sa is the union of the goddess Aset and the god Asar in the sky. This is the union of Aset, the queen of Sapatit, and Asar, or Heri Met, king of the north. When Aset and Asar unite through the two stars, Sapatit and Sa, they occasion the appearance of a star called Heru Amduat. Because the god Heru operates through this star, he has been called the son of Aset Sapatit and Asar Sa for thousands of years. As queen, Aset Sapatit also has the title Rehit, meaning wise one in the language of Kemet. Heru Amduat, the star born of the wise queen Aset Rehit, is thus called the son of Rehit, meaning son of the wise one. The whites corrupted the title Rehit into Lehim and Lech. In the language of Kemet, Per or Perat means product of or offspring of. Perat Rehit thus means son or offspring of the wise one, Rehit. The whites corrupted Per and Perat into Ban and Benat and Iban. Thus the description of Heru Amduat as the son or offspring of Aset Rehit was corrupted from Pera Rehit into Benalechit, Menalech, and Menalech. the son of Solomon and Sheba. Solomon, Sheba, and Menelik never existed. The names of these fictional characters and the fictional life stories attached to them are perversions by the whites and their offspring of the names and titles of Asar, Aset, and Heru as they function through the star systems of Sa and Sapatit. In your spirit, Heru governs your will, Set governs your desire. Asar and Aset govern your soul, the divine conscious part of your spirit. When you allow the divine part of your spirit to guide your actions, you live well. This is Asar and Aset, ruling the country as king and queen. However, sometimes you allow your misguided desires or lust to control your actions. This is Set, killing Asar in order to take over the reins of control. As you live controlled by lust and misguided desire, you cause yourself to suffer. This is Set's rule causing the people to be oppressed. At some point, you decide to make a change. You begin to look for the proper way to live your life. This is Aset, looking for her husband Asar. When you have found out the truth about how you should live and make the decision to embrace divine order over a lust-dominated lifestyle, this is Aset finding Asar, embracing him, and becoming pregnant with a new will, Heru, to live right. As your newly born will to live right conflicts with your lust or misguided desire, this is Heru and Set, will and desire, the two combatants fighting. When lust wins out, Set has killed Heru. When you follow your intuition and your will to live right re-emerges, this is Heru being resurrected from the dead by Tahuti. When you finally root out the lust or misguided desire and live according to divine law for good, Heru has defeated Set and taken over the government of your personal world. As you strive to maintain a life of harmony through seeking the guidance of your ancestresses and ancestors, this is Aset, Heru, and Nephet, resurrecting Asar. On earth, Asar, as the black soil substance of earth, is in partnership with Aset, the river waters of earth. Their partnership brings prosperity to the people. When the red-hot desert lands of Set begin to expand and dry up the black soil and the rivers, the people suffer and go hungry. Asar and Aset have been removed from rulership, and Set has taken over. When the river waters begin to move and expand again and move over the black soil, the union of the two, river water and black soil, Aset and Asar, produce vegetation, drawing on the solar energy deep within the core of earth and within the sun. Through the vegetation, Heru's energy is born into the world. The people are thus returned to prosperity and free from hunger and suffering. Asar and Aset have produced the savior of the world. The hot weather of the desert threatens the existence of the new vegetation, and the vegetation dies as a result. Yet the vegetation later re-emerges at a certain season. Heru has been killed and then resurrected. The vegetation grows into lush forests with great trees and vines that displace the desert. Heru has taken over government of the world. In your body, the pituitary gland, Asar's region, is a master gland that regulates the functions of other glands. The male and female reproductive organs, Aset's region, have reflexive areas that are connected to all of the major organs and glands. The heart, Heru's region, regulates the flow of blood and thus energy to the various organs and structures of the body. The nervous system and the testes of the male and ovaries of the female, Set's region, governs your desire to act and your sexual desire. When one is controlled by lust, they can place an overemphasis on sexual activity. They force the body's organs and structures to feed the sex drive. The pituitary gland becomes overworked and submits to the misguided sex drive. The penis and vagina structures of the reproductive area become overworked and weakened as they submit to the misguided sex drive. The glands, organs, and structures of the body are drained of their nutrients in order to support the lust of the misguided sex drive. The body becomes weakened. The immune system becomes compromised. Set has forced Asar into submission, and Aset into submission, and the world, or body, is suffering under his government.